Welcome to Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. I'm Jane Manzuris. Easing back into our routine sounds pretty good right now, so we're going to revisit some of our favorite places that have opened their doors. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. Taking care of the pests around your home has been the mission of Burns Pest Elimination for decades. We see how the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess is getting ready for your staycation. And we head north to see all of the outdoor activities in Prescott. That and so much more coming up on today's show. Almost 3 months isolating in your house, and it's time to slowly and safely get back out and around Arizona. Here's a few of our favorite places that we visited in the past that are back in business. If you're a creative person like me, then the opening of Inspiration is a big deal. There's nothing better than being able to flex that creative muscle in this space created for crafters and makers and DIYers. It was inspired by owner Brooke Rowe, and you guessed it, her love of Pinterest.
I was on the website way too much, and I decided why not take that data and make those projects I've been wanting to make easy. We give you all the supplies, we give you a little iPad with a tutorial with step-by-step instructions, and then our staff walks around and assists you as you do your project.
They have updated hours and would prefer reservations. Check their website for information. You can also pick up craft project kits curbside to make it home. If beakers and dinosaurs are more your inspiration, then you'll want to visit the Arizona Science Center with their new guided tours.
The experience is a little bit different. When you come to the Science Center, it actually starts before you get here because guests are going to be signing up online. So you're going to do all of your registration for our new guided experiences before you even get here. Masks are going to be required or are required when you come here. And also, every experience has hand hygiene breaks built into it. We have 4 great topics, starting with yuck, the science of gross. So all about gross science, what goes in and out of the human body. We've got stellar space science for those of you who want to learn about outer space, where you get a chance to get under the stars in our Dorrance Planetarium. We've got a great one called Extraordinary, the science of superpowers. So seeing our team do things from deep freezing or throwing fireballs, things that you might see some of your favorite characters do. And of course, we've got Victoria the T-Rex still right now as part of her world premiere. So she did get to stick with us, and she's part of a tour called T-Rex Unearthed, the Story of Victoria. So a little something for everybody in all of those 4 great tours.
They opened in late June with some new measures in place, including social distancing, which means all guided tours are limited to 10 people. To see all of the details and to pre-purchase tickets, just head to their website. We also had great fun hosting the show from the Desert Botanical Garden earlier this year. If the outdoors are more your speed, they're opening to the general public on July 6th. To plan your visit to see the beauty of the desert, you can make reservations on their website. At Burns Pest Elimination, they believe service makes the difference. And for this family-owned business, they've made it their mission to get rid of those pesky pests.
Scorpions, ants, mice, mosquitoes. Those are just some of the things we deal with literally every day in the Southwest marketplace. Hi, I'm Dave Burns. I'm the president of Burns Pest Elimination. We started in 1983. My family really had been involved in family businesses most of my young life, and Burns was an opportunity for us to do that again. So in 1983, my father, my brother, and we started Burns Pest Elimination. We started it from basically ground zero. I think we had 43 accounts when we started this company, and today, gosh, we have in excess of 80,000 accounts. You know, when the whole COVID thing started, we took a little different perspective. What we really wanted to be was a steward in the community. So what we did, we started Keep Local Doors Open. And what it did is we just took our money and we invested it back in the community to identify small businesses in our communities, and we spotlight them on our advertising programs. We've been in these communities for 37 years. The Phoenix metro area, Phoenix, Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, the Tucson area, the Las Vegas, Southern Nevada area. We're a staple there. We are homegrown people in these communities. So we feel that if we're going to recover quickly from this, that most of us really didn't have any control over, it's up to us. It's up to us as individual business owners, people of the community, families of the community, to support the community. When a customer brings Burns into their home to take care of their pest problem, you can expect, number one, for us to be professional. We're going to be on time. We're going to respect your life, your personal things. Safety is always our number one concern. So we're going to always look at your environment so that what we ultimately give you is the very best in service, with the very best in protection, and know that for 37 years we've stood behind it and we'll stand by it for another 37 years. I think the biggest value that Burns provides people is the fact that it's a family-run company. And I think the fact that our mission statement says that we're going to be the very best in customer service, providing satisfactory results to each and every one of our valued clients, says it all when it comes to what we stand for. We're all about family.
Here's what's coming up on Arizona Living. The Fairmont Scottsdale Princess is the perfect family staycation. We'll show you why. And we take a trip to the high country to check out their adventures. Staycations are expected to be at an all-time high this summer, so we wanted to chat with the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess to see what they have to offer during your stay.
Welcome to the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, and happy summer! We're celebrating here in Arizona. Governor Ducey has worked hard with local businesses to develop protocols that abide by the CDC guidelines to reopen our pools, our restaurants, our spa, and our retail shops. And we're excited to welcome you back to now splash in one of our 6 sparkling pools. Last year, we renovated and reimagined the Princess Pool, which has been voted top 10 USA Today pool for decades here at the resort. And your families and kids, you won't want to miss Sonoran Splash with 2 200-foot water slides. Or maybe adults would like a little sanctuary away from the family and kids, so Sonoran Landing is your place to relax and chill out this summer. Maybe you want to dig your toes in the sand, so Sunset Beach, where we brought in 800 tons of white sand to create our own beach here in Arizona. And as we all know, on vacation, calories don't count, so we invite you to indulge in La Hacienda, voted one of Arizona's top Mexican restaurants. Or maybe you've been longing for a little sushi, something I haven't been able to make at home? Well, Toro, with its Pan-Latin restaurant and rum bar, is the perfect location to get some of Arizona's best sushi. Or maybe you want a butter poached steak from Bourbon Steak. Regardless of where you want to dine, we have 5 food and beverage outlets that you can have your own dine around here at the Princess. We have great values this summer. Sip, savor, and splash with a $100 resort credit that you can use towards food, beverage, spa, retail daily. $100 daily. And it's important for us at the Princess to give back to the community, so this next package does just that. It's called Free to Play, Free to Learn package, a $75 daily credit and an in-room movie, and a $10 donation to Computer to Kids through Cox Charities. Now's the perfect time at Well and Being Spa. They're offering 25% off their treatments and have some incredible Sparty deals. Most important to us is the safety of our guests and our employees. So we've introduced the Stay Well program to make sure that we're wearing masks, that we have sanitizer available, and we abide by setting up our spaces with social distancing in mind. We welcome you to come and stay well at the Princess.
We love heading north to the Pine Country, and there's nothing better than taking part in all of the outdoor activities, from hiking to kayaking.
Known as everybody's hometown, Prescott is located only 90 miles north of Phoenix and is one of the most beautiful cities in America. Located near 2 national forests, Prescott is also home to one of the world's largest stand of sweet-smelling ponderosa pine trees. And whether you hike, bike, or saddle up, now is the perfect time to hit the trail and enjoy the great outdoors.
You can experience the trails in Prescott anytime. The spring and the fall are probably our best seasons. Summer you can hike, just go out early or go out late in the day. In the winter you can come in the dells and it's always good. And we can even do some hiking in the snow in the winter too. We have about 100 miles of trail within the city of Prescott and 30 trailheads. Recently we finished the Costa Trail, which is a beautiful trail right off of Willow Lake area. The Storm Trails are our most recent trails at Watson Lake. The premier trail is really the Prescott Circle Trail. It's a 56-mile loop around Prescott, roughly about 50% in the city and 50% in the forest. But you have great views all the way around, about 56 miles, 6,000 feet. You can challenge it yourself to do it in one day on a bicycle, or 2 or 4 days hiking. They have campgrounds that are located all the way around it too. Our trails are non-motorized in the city of Prescott, and we have a wide variety of trails to accommodate all different types of users. Well, I have many favorite trails, but I guess one that is the most recent is the Storm Trails. You know, we really worked hard on building about 6 miles in very tough terrain in the dells, great views of the lakes, great views of Glassford Hill, and it's a great place just to go, and it's a little out of the way, so you can get a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of technical challenge, and just have a great time being in the middle of the city and just have that experience.
Trails are only a small part of the outdoor adventures Prescott has to offer. Watson and Willow Lake are located amongst the awe-inspiring granite dells and are popular for fishing, camping, and kayaking. Up in the cool pine forests overlooking Prescott is Goldwater Lake, with fishing and a great opportunity to cool off on a hot summer day. And you'll find even more fishing and hiking in the Prescott National Forest at the scenic Lynx Lake. Finally, after you've enjoyed a great day on the trails, lakes, or in the forests, you can relax in historic downtown Prescott and on the world-famous Whiskey Row, featuring watering holes and fantastic dining experiences.
If you like to hit the lanes, then you'll be happy to hear many of the bowling alleys are reopening in the valley for family fun. Stick around, there's more Arizona living coming up. Fueling your family fun is a necessity, so we'll show you some cool coffee spots around town. And design advice from American Furniture Warehouse. Hours upon hours at home have spurred a resurgence in home design. And who better to give us some advice than American Furniture Warehouse?
A home bar adds life to any party or family gathering, and creating a practical and stylish bar area doesn't require large furniture pieces or a ton of space. With a little creativity, just about anything can be used to create the perfect mini bar. In this first space, we've taken this small accent cabinet and used it as a centerpiece for the bar area. Its asymmetrical design and ample storage space creates the perfect spot for glassware and accessories. The plans add a pop of color, and adding a comfy accent chair and a patterned rug help cozy up the space and make it feel warm and inviting. In the second space, we've gone with a more modern theme and started with a sofa table and a serving tray to store our glassware and accessories. The neutral gray accent chair provides the perfect starting point for our decor, and we've brightened up the space with some colorful wall art and coordinating rug. You can find everything in both these rooms and more at American Furniture Warehouse.
We wanted to pause for a coffee break and introduce you to some cool places we visited last year, still serving up caffeine curbside.
Hey, my name is David Sines. I'm a barista here at Royal. I've been a barista for like 8 years, almost 9. For starters, we're local, 100%. All of our shops are here in Phoenix. This shop has been at this location for about 5 years now. We roast our own beans. We have full control of the process. Our menu is very traditional. We don't count on a lot of flavors or any variants. So we got like classic espresso menu. Our cold brew is really good, very popular order. Another thing that's really popular is our Royal Coke. A little bit out there, it's espresso with Coca-Cola and some vanilla syrup. Yeah, that's probably the most untraditional thing we serve, but yeah. We can sit about 12 or 15 people indoors, another 4 outside. It is in the middle of a park though, so there's plenty of open seating outdoors where you're welcome to just enjoy the day. So if you're ever near downtown, come check out Royal Coffee Bar at Heritage Square, Monday through Friday, 8 to 3.
I'm Sharon Koger. I'm the owner-operator at Esso Coffee Shop. We've been open a little over a year. It's Esso like espresso. It's also that in Spanish, so it's fun. I love coffee, and I love making coffee, and I love customer service. We try to have something for everybody, so we have coffee and decaf, tea lattes, and we also serve frozen blended drinks. We have a 1976 Victoria Arduino. It's Italian made, hand hammered. We bought it as a display and were able to refurbish it to working order. Esso Coffee is located on the northwest corner of 12th Street and Highland.
I'm Tristan, co-owner of Fillmore Coffee Company, and yeah, we're here to talk about the business. So yeah, myself and my partner Mike, we started this back in October 2016. We're on the ground floor of the Skyline Loft Apartments, which works out really well, having the built-in customer base upstairs, which a lot of our regulars. We have a real focus on a traditional style of coffee mixed in with really good array of food. Coffee-wise, we probably specialise a lot in the traditional stuff, so we do a flat white properly, and we do a cappuccino properly, in the 10-ounce cups with the double ristretto shots and perfectly steamed milk. We serve breakfast and lunch all day, so come in anytime you want and grab a scramble or a salad. So come check out our shop. We're downtown Phoenix on Fillmore between 3rd and 4th Street, and come and have a great coffee and some great food.
There's still more to come on Arizona Living. Got a big, bland room to decorate and don't know where to start? Well, our design expert has advice on how to bring the cozy into your home. Many homes have great rooms, and they're perfect for gathering, but decorating them can be a challenge. So our design expert has easy DIY tips to make your big space feel cozy.
Hello, I am Deborah May Himes. My company is Deborah May Himes Interior Design and Associates, and today I want to talk about how to make large spaces feel more intimate. There's a big difference when you're looking at designing large spaces versus small spaces. You have to put more thought into it. The smaller spaces don't need as much texture, and with larger spaces you do need larger pieces of furniture, obviously, but also larger art, larger lamps, more texture, more pattern, because if you don't do that, and sometimes a deeper paint color will help with that too, because if you don't take all that into consideration, your large spaces will end up feeling more cavernous. Furniture placement in large spaces is very important. You have to take into consideration conversation areas, and you may have more than one in large spaces. So look at how you're going to use the space. People with large homes often entertain in those spaces, so you need to think about your seating, think about how it will accomplish what you need to under different circumstances. But multiple seating areas is often needed in large spaces. I love the use of area rugs. They do ground conversation areas, they add that pop of color, they add that personality. Area rugs are wonderful because you not only can use them in one space, you can move them later to another space. So it's a simple way to change out and update and refresh. Great rooms are the same as large spaces, so we have to address them differently than if you'd had two smaller spaces, such as a family room and a living room. So your great room has to be very multifunctional because you only have one space now. So you look at your conversation areas, you look at how you're going to be using those spaces. So for instance, you may want to have an intimate little seating area to read your book, you need to watch your TV, you need to have conversation areas. We do need to have conversation areas. And so you may have just a couple chairs around a table where people can have a drink of some sort and discuss today's events. So great rooms are very popular right now, and how you dress them is very important so that they will serve your needs in your family.
Thank you for joining us today. Please stay well as you start to venture back out. I'm Jane Manzuris, and I'll see you next time on Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration, where we help you create an inspired life.